Good morning, fellow monster lovers, and welcome once again to Creepy Cheapies with Dr. Lady. I'm Feargal Sharky, or maybe I'm CPO Sharky. And by the way, good on you, and bonus points if you recognize either one or both of those obscure references. Today's mask is another one from the TV series The Walking Dead, which is kind of the show that asks the question, remember all that cool stuff that happened in Dawn of the Dead? Well, imagine if some boring stuff was happening somewhere else at the same time. I find the show too boring for it to hold my attention. I tried to watch it. I watched the first season and most of the second season, and somewhere in there I reached a point where now whenever I try to watch it, I try to focus on it, but it's just like people going and it's not scary to me, and it just seems like my brain floats up and hovers away somewhere and starts sorting my sock drawer, and I can't focus on it. But I love a lot of the makeups and the tremendously cool zombies that are in it. One of many that has been reproduced for you in mask form from the good creeps at Trick or Treat Studios is this guy known as the Twisted Walker. I would have probably called him Jaw Dropper. Jawbreaker? Jaw-dropping horror right here with Twisted Walker, which is his actual title. Now, he came out in the year 2020, and he looks like the year 2020, I think. Let's get a close-up on some of his gruesomeness here. I haven't seen the episode that this one was in, or if I did see it, I dozed off during that part, and, like a zombie, was like, out, and not cognizant of him. So I can't tell you whether or not it's 100% dead on, you get it, to the episode, but I assume it is, because all the other ones from Trick or Treat have been pretty great. And this one was sculpted by a super talented artist named Darren Roberts, who's worked with some very high profile and very impressive legendary people in the world of masks and collectible monsters. And if you could see how nasty this guy is here, wow, he's got all sorts of things wrong with him. And I have not done anything to this. Sometimes I work on the paint a little bit here or there and, sort of add shadows or highlights or something to supplement and accent the details. But this one is right out of the bag from Trick or Treat. And this guy, here's how scary he is. Here's how ugly he is. He's so ugly that my wife, Laura Lady, doesn't like him because she finds him too disturbing. And now I've hurt his feelings, I know. Now let me explain that. Laura Lady is surrounded by monsters and zombies and ghosts all the time and does not find them disturbing. So if you're able to give her the creeps, wow, that's an achievement as a zombie. You must be a super scary zombie if you're able to disturb the likes of Laura. Okay, so actually that's a good thing. Now you think about that and you'll feel much better. As you can see, he's got eyebrows glued on and he's got hair. Not my favorite type of hair. It's that Kanekalon plasticky, kinky stuff. I would have preferred straight hair, but not having seen the episode, I can't say whether it's inaccurate or not. Maybe it looks pretty close to how he looked in the episode, but in any case, it works okay on this particular mask. There aren't many masks on which you can get away with that kind of hair. This one, it kind of works, and one thing I like about it is that it's streaked, and that's why I hesitate to replace it. I love the fact that there's some light and dark. Now you may think that's just the lighting or how I'm holding it or something, but no, it actually is streaked with lighter and darker. The white hair isn't really white, it's like a really pale, dirty blonde, off-white. So it isn't really white, it's just a very pale grayish blonde, and then there's streaks of darker in there, and it looks really cool and dramatic and adds depth to him. As far as wearability, the pupils are drilled out of the eyes, so you get that creepy staring eye effect. And I've heard it said that he's too much like Dr. Tongue, and he's a little bit like Dr. Tongue because of the mangulation here, but I think he's different enough to still stand on his own. Well, he won't stand on his own. I had to put a stand in him. As a zombie, I think he's different enough. He looks more like an old hippie zombie. rather than a scientist or a doctor like Dr. Trump. He looks more like an old hippie, an old stoner, kind of maybe a biker zombie. They made movies about biker zombies. Yeah, there have been several. But very nice mask, about 60 bucks. Is that what you sell for? Yeah? He says that's right, 60 bucks. So if you're into horrifyingly scary rotted corpses and The Walking Dead in general, pick up a $60 trick-or-treat Twisted Walker. And next week we'll be discussing the Twisted Walkers and their relationship to Clint Walker, Nancy Walker, and other people named Walker. What? The Snow Walkers from Star Wars? No, that's not the same at all.